Terence "Bud" Crawford is one of the most accomplished and feared fighters in the sport of boxing today. A man whose career has been defined by grit, skill, and determination, Crawford has risen from the ranks of promising contenders to become a multiple division world champion and pound-for-pound king. His journey from the local boxing scene to the international stage has been nothing short of remarkable. The beginnings of a champion. Crawford's boxing journey began in his hometown of Omaha, Nebraska, where his talent for the sport became quickly apparent. He showed a natural ability inside the ring, with sharp reflexes, a high boxing IQ, and a powerful punch. As an amateur, he compiled an impressive record, but the true challenge lay ahead in the professional ranks. Crawford made his professional debut on March 14, 2008, with a fight against Brian Cummings. A bout he won in the first round via knockout. That victory was just the beginning of a career that would see Crawford climb steadily through the ranks, taking on tougher opponents and proving his mettle with each passing fight. What set him apart early in his career was his adaptability in the ring. Crawford could switch between orthodox and southpaw stances seamlessly, a rare skill that has perplexed many of his opponents. Rising through the ranks. Crawford's career began to gain real momentum in 2013 when he fought Brady Prescott. Stepping in as a last-minute replacement, Crawford dominated Prescott in a unanimous decision, showcasing his boxing IQ and adaptability on a bigger stage. This victory opened the door to more significant fights and, soon enough, title contention. On March 1, 2014, Crawford faced off against Ricky Burns for the WBO lightweight title. The fight took place in Burns' home country of Scotland, where the Scottish fighter had a rabid fan base cheering him on. Crawford, unfazed by the hostile environment, delivered a masterful performance, outboxing Burns over 12 rounds to capture his first world title. With this victory, Crawford had officially arrived on the world stage, but he was far from finished. The junior welterweight run. After a few successful defenses of his lightweight title, including an electrifying 9th-round stoppage of Yuri Ortiz Gamboa in his hometown of Omaha, Crawford moved up to the junior welterweight division. It was here that Crawford truly began to make his mark on boxing history. In April 2015, he fought Thomas Delorme for the vacant WBO light welterweight title. Once again, Crawford's precision and power were on full display as he dismantled Delorme, knocking him out in the 6th round to become a 2-division world champion. Crawford continued to clean out the 140-pound division, systematically defeating top-level opposition. He unified the WBO and WBC titles in a highly anticipated bout against Victor Postal in July 2016. Despite Postal's reputation as a dangerous, rangy fighter, Crawford made it look easy, outboxing him over 12 rounds and winning by unanimous decision. With this victory, Crawford became the consensus top fighter in the division. However, Crawford wasn't satisfied with just 2 titles. He wanted to become the undisputed champion, a rare feat in boxing's modern era. In August 2017, Crawford faced Julius Ndongo in a unification bout for all 4 major belts: WBO, WBC, WBA, and IBF. Crawford made history that night, stopping Ndongo in the 3rd round with a vicious body shot to become the first undisputed junior welterweight champion in over a decade. Conquering the welterweight division. Having achieved undisputed status at 140 pounds, Crawford set his sights on a new challenge, the welterweight division. He made his welterweight debut in June 2018 against Jeff Horn, who had famously upset Manny Pacquiao the previous year. Crawford dominated Horn from start to finish, stopping him in the 9th round to claim the WBO welterweight title. Once again, Crawford had proven that he could step up in weight and still be the best in the ring. Over the next few years, Crawford defended his welterweight title against a series of tough opponents, including Jose Benavidez Jr., Amir Khan, and Kell Brook. Each time, Crawford displayed the same level of dominance that had become his trademark, whether outboxing his opponents or knocking them out with precision and power. Despite his success, Crawford's reign at welterweight was marked by frustration over his inability to secure fights with the other top welterweights in the division. many of whom were signed to rival promotional companies. However, Crawford continued to stay focused, letting his performances in the ring speak for themselves. The Spence Showdown. One of the most anticipated matchups in boxing was the potential showdown between Crawford and fellow undefeated welterweight champion Errol Spence Jr. Fans and analysts alike had been clamoring for the fight for years, as both fighters were considered among the best pound for pound in the world. The fight represented a chance to unify the welterweight division and determine the true king of the weight class. After years of negotiations, hype, and anticipation, the fight was finally made in 2023. Crawford vs. Spence was billed as one of the biggest boxing events of the decade, a fight that would go down in history regardless of the outcome. Crawford entered the ring as confident as ever, knowing that this was his moment to prove once and for all that he was the best fighter in the world. On the night of July 29, 2023, Crawford put on a masterclass performance, completely dismantling Spence in one of the most one-sided mega fights in recent memory. Crawford knocked Spence down multiple times and ultimately forced the referee to stop the fight in the 9th round. With this victory, Crawford became the first male fighter in the four-belt era to become undisputed champion in 2 different weight classes, a historic achievement that cemented his legacy as one of the greatest boxers of all time. Legacy and future. Terence Crawford's career has been defined by his ability to rise to the occasion, no matter the challenge. His ability to switch stances, his ring IQ, his power, and his sheer will to win have made him a force in the sport for over a decade. With an undefeated record and titles in multiple weight classes, Crawford has already secured his place in boxing history. As of today, the future remains bright for Crawford. Despite being in his mid-30s, he shows no signs of slowing down. His focus is now on defending his titles, seeking out even more challenges, and possibly taking on new opportunities outside the ring. With each fight, Crawford continues to build on his already legendary career, and fans around the world eagerly await what comes next. Crawford's journey from Omaha to global stardom is a testament to what hard work, dedication, and belief in one's abilities can achieve. He has gone from being a local hero to one of the most respected and feared champions in the sport. His story is one of perseverance, talent, and an unrelenting desire to be the best, a legacy that will continue to inspire future generations of fighters.